In the one of the most prestigious kingdoms of Greece, a boy was born named Oedipus, the son of the king, with his young and beautiful queen, named Laos and Jocasta. However, the birth of the heir to the royal house was not something auspicious at all. In his visit to Apollo, the birth of your son would be the cause of your death and the ruins of your entire family. Oedipus was sent to servant for the purpose of killing. Later, King of Corinth and his wife decided to adopt Oedipus, so he grew up in Corinth. But one day at the celebration, a nobleman came up and said,
"You are not worthy to be heir to the throne of Corinth."
Oedipus questioned King Polybus about the truth, but Polybus didn't say nothing. Oedipus decided to find the truth in the oracle of Delphi.
You shall kill your own father, marry your mother, and live a shameful deserve.
Oedipus decided to leave Corinth to avoid killing his beloved father and taking his mother as a wife. The young man discharged wandered through the roads of Greece. He met a gentleman accompanied by his servants. The road was narrow, and the one of servant threw Oedipus off the road. The young prince hit the servant. Oedipus was surrounded by aggressors, but his strength, agility, and youth allowed the youngster to defeat all his opponents. The king and servant were dead. Only one of the servants managed to escape. After that, Oedipus heard rumors that a monster was devastating the city of Thebes. The creature was known by the name of Sphinx. The Sphinx stood on the rock near the city entrance.
Lucifer, be or I will devour you. In the morning I have folded, at noon too, and when the twilight comes I have twinned. Among all creatures, it is the only that can share its number of legs. But the creature, the number, the rover, is speed and steady.
The answer is the human being at the dawn of his life. He crossed on arms and legs in the middle of his life. he walked on his two legs at the end of his life. He has truly lied on a king.
Sphinx, with an unbearable shame, and she ended up throwing herself from the top of a cliff. Oedipus was the king of Thebes and married with Jocasta. He had 4 children with the queen. Many years later, a plague was ravaging the city of Thebes. People begged Oedipus to save it.
Creon, go to the oracle of Delphi and find out the source of such a misfortune.
Behold, the oracle revealed that the plague would persist until the one responsible for the death of Linus, the former king of Thebes.
Anyone who knows the real identity of the murderer and do not fear any kind of the retaliation regardless, and who of the perpetrator is sin, you will be duty rewarded.
The old blind man was a notorious clairvoyant. With the help of his power, the criminal could be found.
Help us discover the identity of the actual murderer of my predecessor.
Horrible is knowledge that only big mystery, through who know it. Let me go, my king, and bear on your burden, and mine. It would be better, both of us.
If you have knowledge of the killer identity, reveal it now.
You know what are you asking for us? Knowledge is only past mystery, and my mouth know nothing.
This traitor can only be complicit in such a crime.
You who insist on going after your own demise, may you learn that the wicked who profess our city is you.
Take this man out of my sight. You are alongside to the thief and attempt strip me out of my power.
I do not wish to have your crown. And why on earth would I want it? Anyway, I have all the royalty. Let's go.
Husband of mine, don't mind with that old. An oracle no longer have the power.
That day once that it was prophecy, the Laius would be killed by his old son, and he died when he was just a baby.
My king, I bring a sad news from calling. Your old father has died. For this reason, you should return to your beloved city and take your throne as the king had.
You see, Oedipus, the oracle word is no longer valuable. The king of Corinth died without your intervention.
But what if my own father died due to sadness and despair? He failed after I decided to abandon him. It's not prudent to return to Corinth and run the risk of ending up married to my mother.
Don't worry, my king. The queen is not your real mother. She simply adopted you.
How do you know such a secret?
Because I was the one who handed you to her when you were just a baby. You were handed to me when I was crossing this land with my foes. You had your feet pierced.
could you recognize the who handed me? You ever saw him again?
Forget that, Oedipus. Staring such wow would only cause more pain.
No, it's important to me to know identity of my mother and father, because I do not want to bring them the misfortune of my purpose.
Did not insist on going down. That pet I begged you.
I have to discover the identity of the true modeler. It's my duty to discover the identity of my parents.
My king, there is a servant that escaped from the situation killing King Leos. He is in the court now.
This is the servant who handed you to me when you were just a baby.
Siren, this messenger said that you handed me a baby many years ago.
Do you remember that? Small boy with wow feet now. He is in front of you as a king.
Do you not your mouth? You fool! Who handed you the child? What is your father?
I don't know what this man is talking about.
If I have to repeat the question, you will be a dead man.
Do not harm an old man. I curse that day when I spare your life. It would be better if you were dead.
Speak right away and end this story.
I beg you, my king, don't ask me anything else.
You will speak the truth whatever you want, or not tie him to that truck.
Considering that, teach I bow before your reign saying, this will be very cool, but your pain as a listener will be even more excruciating. You have been devoted to me by Jocasta, who put in my arm her son with King Leas, so that he could be devoted to the big mouth Scythian, and I also remember that you are the mother of King Leas.
Jocasta! Do not do anything that can be undone. We are not there for what happened, and everything was an inevitability of fate. I have sucked out of my own eyes. What can I admire a love in this life now? Take me to exile far from deep, because I am damned.